we're going to try this Blockly puzzle. So use the mouse and click on puzzle. Let's see what happens. See, we have this puzzle. But before you click OK, we should read what it says. So click help again. So can you read this? What does it say?
Duck. Duck picture legs.
What do the instructions say here? Can you read that?
For each animal green is attached to
Hold on one second. Sam, you have to be quiet, okay? For each animal
being attached its picture to the number of legs, make a stack of
its
traits.
Right. So hold on. We need to add the picture that goes with the name of the animal here, and then also we have to tell how many legs it has.
Yeah.
And what are its traits? Do you know what the word traits means?
Like in body parts?
Sorry?
Body parts?
It's actually, yeah, exactly. It could be its body parts. It could be what it has on its body. Okay, click OK. So, good. That picture goes with.
How much legs does a snail have?
How many legs does a snail have? How many legs does a snail have?
That's hard to answer.
Is it? Why should it be hard to answer?
0 legs. That's right, huh?
It's correct. A snail has 0 legs. It has no legs at all. It is legless, as we say.
B is here. Heather. This is slime. Shell. Done.
Awesome. Did you choose the number of legs?
No.
You gotta specify the number of legs each animal has in the spot that says legs. That's not on the wire.
Does it have 6 legs?
Yes. It's an insect. Like.
2 legs? Yay, done.
Click check answer and see what happens. All 16 are correct. So you get this magical mix of the puzzle pieces. Click OK and we'll try the next challenge, the next Blockly challenge, which is called Maze.
Yeah, I love maze. Move forward. Oh, move forward. Yay!
Good work. That was easy, right? So we move forward twice and that gets us to our destination.
I'll move forward.
So right now, can you read this? What does it say? That little hint? What does it say there?
Over and saw the maze, first she said, and how again.
Good.
And left. Move forward.
That looks much better. Let's see what it does. Hey, good work. You did it. By the way, it tells you here the JavaScript that would have done the same thing just before you click OK. See, can you read here? It says move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right, move forward. So it does the same thing as your blocks. It's just that it follows the JavaScript instead.
Okay.
Okay.
That was kind of easy.
That one was easy, but if you go back to that one, let's see it again. Yeah, it teaches you about the repeat. So this is like a recipe when we do it bunch of times. Do the recipe several times in a row to get more of the same. Great work. So we have a zigzag pathway. Can you use this loop to achieve our goal? Good work. So right now your loop says go forward, turn left, and then go forward again. But that will go in a circle.
Go forward.
That looks a lot better. Good work, high five. High five. We did it. So it has a look at the loop here. It says while not done. That means we haven't reached the goal yet. And then move forward, left, forward, right. And then it repeats it again. So it goes back to the beginning. Okay, click OK.
Oh, this one follows your hand with the mouse.
The trails of the mouse, yeah. I did it like that so the students could follow my pointer. By the way, it shows you a little. Can you read what that says? And this little hint says.
This is a player from this menu.
So you can actually change the traveler.
Nice.
Yeah, you can be in space.
Oh, not repeat. Okay. Forward. It's just no. Okay, then move forward. No. Get left. I'm gonna see.
So instead of the astronaut, instead of banging into the wall like the first character, will actually fly off into space if you tell him to go the wrong way. And then when he flies off into space, he says, Houston. Help.
Is it okay? Is this right?
So, I'll give you a hint. Part of the code should go before the repeat loop starts. It's kind of like in our recipe example, imagine that there was a step that said, before you start, gather all the ingredients together. Oh, sorry, what I meant was it should go like above here. It should attach to the beginning. So
to move forward.
Yeah, so the to move forward, should they be before or inside of the loop?
Inside.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know, you tell me. It looks like what we need to do is go a little bit forward, turn left, and then go a bunch forward. That's what it looks like to me.
Like, why don't we go like the
Right, that would be cool. You could, but we cannot.
Yeah.
Because once you detach from the platform, you cannot control your direction anymore after that.
Yeah, let's go swim there.
Yeah, but in space you can't swim because there's nothing to push against.
Yeah. So you just go like this.
In water, we're able to swim because our arms push against the liquid around us, which is water. But in space, you have nothing to push against.
Okay.
So let's click reset and see if we can try again.
Reset. Go forward 2 spaces and turn that. Whoa. Turn left. Move forward.
See how it says here you have 0 blocks left? That means you have no more code that you can use. This level is, these early levels, they limit how many blocks you can use because it wants you to learn to be efficient.
These are right? This is right.
So I think your code should say, go forward a little bit, and then turn left, and then after you turn left, go forward a bunch. So the repeat loop should be go forward a bunch, and then before the repeat loop, there should be a code that says go forward and turn left. So if you have 2 inside of the loop, you don't need one of them, because the loop already is repeating. So you can actually move one of these out and put it in the beginning. And there I think you will find that it reaches the destination. It worked! You did it! Good. So we do 2 move forwards and then a turn left, and then we enter into a loop that says while not at the destination, move forward. Okay. Click OK to go on.
Okay. Pass to the left. Then look. Is the correct idea?
Do you read it? It says an if block will do something only if a condition is true.
Only turning left is.
Try turning left if
there is a path to the left.
Right. So this checks, can I go to the left? So instead of just telling the astronaut, go left, and then he flies off into space, instead you tell him, check to see if you can turn left, and if you can, then do blah blah blah, do something.
Say blah blah. Oh, it just waits here.
Yeah, it will wait. If you don't tell it to go forward, turning right will just turn, but not actually go. It's kind of like if I say, hey Mulin, look behind you. It doesn't mean go that way, it just means turn around and see what's there. So turning right will just turn without going. So can you use the loop and this logic block to make the astronaut reach the destination? Can you do it?
Yeah, to the left. Ahead.
You can change, yeah, there's also checking if you can go ahead. You can check if you can go left or right.
Ahead to go forward.
Correct.
Go ahead. Pass the left. press the left. And left.
Hey, good, you got it.
And then
You can put them in that order. So now the astronaut checks, can I go left? No. Can I go forward? Yeah. And then it goes forward. Can you put these into a loop so that it will do it? You don't need two inside there, because the loop already repeats, but you do need a loop. Do you remember how to create a loop? Yeah, you do the repeats.
yeah, no.
So now the astronaut follows your instructions and says, can I go to the left? If I can, then go to the left, turn in that direction.
Yeah, if path to the left and I give you to the right, then it goes to the opposite way.
Yeah, but sometimes that could work because you have more than one choice. And you'll see that in level 9 and 10, that you have to do that.
Yay!
Yay! So in the later levels, you have to check which direction you can go, and then go in a different direction.
Back ahead. To the right.
Okay?
Turn to the left. I gotta try to do this. First program.
But you need to put them into a loop, otherwise it only does it one time each.
Oh yeah.
Meaning you have to put both of them inside of a loop. This might work actually because the astronaut only needs to turn right, so he's not going to get stuck. If you ever had to turn left, then you might have...
Is that way the right, but that guy's turning left?
He's turning right. He's just that it's facing down, so his right is our left. You made it!
Yes, I am. Wait, what?
So this time we have to turn right and left.
It's pass ahead, move forward. It's pass to the left, move to the left. It's pass. Turn right, then turn right, then turn left, right, left.
Okay.
Run program.
And you still have 3 blocks left somehow. You saved.
3 blocks.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Yes.
Is 10 really hard?
Yeah, 10 is very hard.
Yay!
Yay! You got it. You got to the end.
But that is also hard. Oh, I'm sure. No! Okay. This is so easy. Do one thing or another. Okay. If task turn around. Okay. If pass ahead, move forward. And pass off. turn that. I just gonna do this at room progress.
I'm gonna try it. Sometimes it's good to try because
This
it's
doesn't
like
work.
experimenting.
This doesn't work.
Yeah. So our astronaut starts here. We need to go forward and then left, and then not go left here, but instead go forward. So what to do? How to get our astronaut to the goal using the fewest number of blocks possible. How can you do it?
40 blocks for your run is level 10.
It says here. Do you see that? It tells you how many blocks you have.
Oh, this is it. Okay. Path ahead, move forward. Path ahead. Okay, so this won't work because I said 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Left. Oh, this one's right. Repeat and this one will work. Run program. This is gonna work. This is definitely gonna work because I hated 2 blocks. Whee! Okay, I think. Yeah. I'll need
So right now, he only turns left. He can never turn to the right. Which means that he gets stuck.
Okay. Over. This is gonna work. This is totally gonna work every direction. This is going to be really cool. This is going to be really cool. That's gonna be sick.
So right now he's going everywhere.
Yeah.
How can you make it more efficient so that he doesn't try everything? And also he gets stuck now because it never checks if I can go backward. Did you read the hint? Read the hint. Read the hint.
If L blocks will do one thing or another. It has 2 blocks left. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, this won't work. Reset. I think this will work. The path ahead before. The path ahead move forward. Else. Okay, I'm gonna get this and get this. So I'm going to do this and this as well. And then we'll put on the left. Then move to the left. Else to the right. And pat the head. Okay, this one's stuck. It's kind of stuck. Oh my god, what's this? Else move forward. It has move forward. Yeah. We said not airplane. Not airplane.
Thanks to your Sam. So do you get the astronaut to the goal?
Yeah, I think so.
With this method?
I think so.
You have an empty spot here under this else.
Okay, but this is gonna take forever. I think that's slower.
It will work, but it's gonna take forever?
Yeah. I think this will work, but it will take forever. This is gonna work on big area. This is gonna work, I think. Nope, we don't want to go.
Okay, let's do it in a little more efficient way. Let me help you.
Yay, that worked.
So in this level, you notice that whenever we can turn only left, so at this point right here, we can only turn left, right? Is that correct? And we want to turn left. At this point, what directions can we go? At this point right here. At this junction. What directions can we go at that junction point?
Don't know.
No, it's not I don't know. The astronaut is facing forward.
And then it goes here, then.
And it can go left.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not a mystery. The directions that the astronaut can go are actually, we can know it by just looking at the path. So it's not like a hard problem to figure out. So at that point, what direction do we want the astronaut to go? Do we want it to go straight, or do we want it to turn left at that junction point right there?
Okay, I think I know.
At that junction point?
I know now.
Okay, but at that junction point, do we want it to go forward or left?
But left.
Left, okay. And then it's going to go to this junction point, at this elbow. Can it go forward or right?
Forward.
It can only go right.
Yeah. Right, and
it can only go right, and then at this point, what direction is going to go? And then left.
Forward.
And then forward. So at that point right here, what direction is going to go?
Forward.
And?
Left.
And left. And then at this point, what direction is going to go?
Right, forward.
Right and forward. And then at this point?
Left, forward.
Good. Is there any point at which we can go forward, but we don't want to go forward? Let me say that again. Is there ever a time when we can go forward, but we don't want to go forward?
Yes.
The answer is no. I think that you're probably guessing. But if you look at all of these points, we should go forward when we can.
Come on, that's okay.
Okay, to see here, Sam. And then when we turn, whenever we can't go forward, then we need to turn.
Yeah.
Okay? But going forward is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So the way that we do that is we use this block that says if there's a path ahead, go forward.
Yeah.
Otherwise, which is else, we check.
Yeah.
If path ahead, no. If path to the left, go left. And then if path to the right, go right. So when we do this, it prioritizes going straight. What does prioritize mean? Do you know what that means? It means that it puts that as the most important thing. It's like when you wake up in the morning, what's the most important thing that you do? Breakfast. You might do other things, but you definitely don't want to skip breakfast. So like you might watch cartoons or clean your room a little bit or read a book.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is that you want to get your breakfast eaten. So that's like this code here. It says, if you can go ahead, then do that first. Don't worry about anything else. But if you cannot go ahead, if you cannot go ahead, then check, can I go to the left? And then also check, can I go to the left? So it prioritizes going straight. And notice that I have 0 blocks left now. I have no more code that I can use. Let's run this now and see what happens. So our code is going to prioritize going straight. Prioritize. What does prioritize mean?
Repeat?
No, that's
Yeah!
looping. Prioritize means do this first.
Yeah.
Prioritize means doing it first. So our code prioritizes going forward and then going left and right. So if it can go forward, it always goes forward. Good. Let's go on to the next one, level 10. This is the hardest level.
9 blocks. You can tell this. Yay! V-E-R. Okay. Get it down. L. Into the left. Left into the right. Into the right. Into the left. And then repeat and hit. Okay, let's program. Oh, this one's stuck. This one's stuck. This one's stuck. This one's stuck.
So right now we're prioritizing going forward. But if that's not the best strategy, then it's going to get stuck. So here we cannot just prioritize going forward because we're going to meet these dead ends like here and here, and also we're also. So instead, what we need to do is ask ourselves. Okay, Sam, take a seat here, and then ask ourselves what we're going to do at each of these junction points. It's not a mystery actually. You can see that the goal is here.
Yeah.
So we know what we need to do at this junction point. It's called turn left.
Yeah, so that's part turn left.
And then we know what we need to do at this junction point. We also turn left.
Yeah.
And we know what we need to do at this junction point. It's go right. And then at this junction point, we need to turn left.
Yeah.
So straight, left, right, left, left, right, and that's it. So at this point, right here, what directions are available to us? Berlin? You have to look. You can't stare at your fingers and then ask. Which directions? Hold on. Let me repeat my question. What directions are available to us at that point?
Forward.
And
left.
Right. Correct. So forward and left.
Yeah.
What about at the next junction point? Which directions are available to us?
Forward. Right.
So hold on a second. Let me get rid of all of this code.
Why?
Just to clear the path. Clear our path table. So at this point, we can go left and we can go forward, and we want to go left.
Yeah.
So what we do is we create code that says, if you can go to the left, then check to see if you can go ahead. Or we can also do, okay, let's do it this way. If you can go ahead, then check to see if you can go left.
Yeah.
And then we'll do turn left, if you can. So that takes care of this point right here. Because we'll be going ahead, we'll reach this point right here, and we can go ahead, but we want to turn left. So let's now go turn our attention to this junction right here. What directions are available to us at that point? Yeah.
Forward and right.
And
left.
And left. And which direction do we want to go? Actually, yeah, everything is available at that point. And which direction do we want to go?
Right?
Correct. We want to go right. So what we need to do is we need to prioritize going to the right. Which means that we can't have that code there, because this code prioritizes going to the left. So we need to check, actually, can we go to the right? And if we can, then we turn right. Otherwise, we turn left. Exactly. Now let me think. So far we took care of this point and that point, I believe.
Yeah, and then
Let me just think. Have we taken care of this first point now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, because at this point, wait. It says this level is extremely difficult. Would you like to skip it and go to the next game? You can always come back later. Let's click cancel and think about it. So actually, no, I messed up our code because now.
Why don't we test it?
Now at this point, it checks. Can I go to the right? Mulan? At this point right here, it checks. Can I go to the right? And then it sees that it cannot go to the right. And it doesn't go to the left in that case. Oh no, wait, it does, because it says I can't go to the right, so then it checks. Oh yeah, so no, it does take care of this point. So it takes care of this point and that point. What about this point here? I can go, what directions can I go at that point?
Left.
Left and forward. And which one do I want?
Left.
Correct. Which is already taken care of by this code.
Yeah. And then turn left. We don't have to move forward though.
You're correct. So we need this
Go forward.
forward. And then what about this point right here? Which directions are available to us?
Left.
Left and right.
Right.
And which direction do we want to go?
Left.
Yeah, we want to go left. So that means, so when we can go to the right and we can go left, we will have this code here.
Did you just regenerate that?
Yes, I actually regenerated it.
How did you regenerate?
I clicked copy. If you right click it and you go to duplicate, then it will copy it. So what we need is actually...
Yeah, where is it? Like, where did you press it? And then...
Oh, on the keyboard I press Control-C. And then that copies it.
Also press one thing and then you press C and then it'll duplicate it.
Yes. So here I created a code that says, at this point, if I can turn to the left, then turn left. Otherwise, turn right. So basically, it checks, can I go to the left when I can also go to the right? Is that what we want? Let me just think. If there's a path to the right, then it checks. No, this is not what we want. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Oh, so why did it be fixed?
Oh, I know. In this point, we're not going to be having a path ahead. That's the trick. At this point, there's no path ahead, so we're actually in this block right here. We're in this space that's empty. And then what we need to do is, if path to the left, turn left. And then let's put the move forward down here, and then put all of this into a repeat and see what happens. Ready? So let's just go through the code together with our minds, and then we'll press run and see if it does what we thought it would do. So at the very beginning, the guy checks, do I have a path ahead?
Yeah.
And he says, yes, I do. So he goes into this block now. And he asks...
If it was so dumb that if I have... Do I have a path ahead? And then he said, yeah. And then he moved backwards and then he died.
Right. So here he checks, do I have a path to the right? And he says, no, I do not. So he goes here. And then he says, do I have a path to the left? And he says, no, I do not. So he goes to move forward. And then he gets to here eventually. And then he asks, do I have a path ahead? I do not. And then he asks, do I have a path to the left? Yep. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He does have a path ahead. So then he checks, do I have a path to the right? He says, no, I don't. And then it says, do I have a path to the left? And he says, yes. So he goes to the left.
I want to see what does the panda do.
You want to see what the panda does? It looks like that.
Panda goes to that. Go back to this.
You like the astronaut?
Yeah.
Okay, I like the astronaut. Okay, let's click play and see what happens now.
Yeah.
So at first it checks, can I go to the left and the right and ahead?
Yeah. Thinking.
So we're on the right path so far. Let's see if we're going to go off path. So here's the final test. Once he gets to this point, will he go to the left? Does.
Yes.
We failed at the last moment. So at that moment, there's no path ahead. There is a path to the right.
Oh no!
There is a path to the right. So actually what we need is this guy.
This guy.
And you should say if there's a path to the left.
Then move to the left.
And then else turn right. So in before I only had if there's path to the left. I didn't check if there's a path to the right. So basically that means I forgot about this last turn. And that's why we flew off. So let's try again now. And see if it will work.
And there's it's telling me.
What's that?
I actually know the code.
You know the code? Okay.
Yeah.
It works. Okay, cool. Let's take a break now, and then we'll do the next challenge in a few minutes.